I just heard. I'm a former teacher, so I tend to move around when I talk. So I'm just talking. My name is Chip Stamper, and I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was.
You're being recorded live. World Wide Web.
I'm from here originally. Actually, my family was here before there was Lake Fields. Hillbilly, the real thing right here. Lived here my entire life. I went to Camden High School. Got my wife there. She wouldn't go out with me in high school. That's another story. She was from New Tribes. I obviously was not, and so that's another story. Went to SMSU back when it was SMSU before it became Missouri State. Came back and I taught at Redmond for 3 years. I got art, and then when Paula Brown became a counselor, I moved up and took her job as a high school art teacher. I did that for 12 years. I left that, and we actually opened our own school. We've been in a taxidermy school. I had up on the highway there for 20 years. At the time, we were one of 12 taxidermy schools in the nation. We had the biggest taxidermy school in the nation. And 20 years we were there, we had 747 students from all 40 of those states. No Hawaiians or Alaskans, we had some Canadians, and we had one guy from Namibia that came over from Africa. So we did that. When COVID hit, it made it impossible to have a school because my people came in from all over the country, and we just could not do it. It was not possible to do it. Luckily, at that time, I was doing some work with Woodland Scenics. Then they were starting a taxidermy line where they were trying to figure out how to make products to sell to make stumps and dirt and things like that for taxidermy. I've been working with them for a while. So they actually, it was kind of a miracle. They asked me if I'd come up full time. At that point, we closed their school. I was director of product development for Woodland Scenics for almost 3 years. And I loved it. It's a great company, great people. Had a fun job, got to make really cool things. And I learned to deal with people in China and England and Germany. The job at the gun club came open. And this was kind of a no-brainer for me because it was like going home. I grew up at the gun club. I worked out there as a kid when I was hardly big enough to carry a box of targets. Child labor laws were different back in the 70s. So I grew up out there, shot out there my entire life. Both my boys shot out there. My older son, he shot in Missouri after there. So the gun club has been in my family. My older son actually got married on the west side of the track line, which is a huge, beautiful tree down there. We call it the wedding tree now. If you drive by the gun club, you'll see it. It's on the left-hand side. And it's absolutely gorgeous. We set up chairs and it's amazing, certainly. So the gun club is really important. This was like coming home when I got this job. The thing about the gun club that a lot of people don't know, it's kind of amazing because I've traveled all over the country to trap shoots before I took this job. And I could be in Sheridan, Wyoming, at the gun club out there shooting. And somebody asked me, well, Spring Creek, Missouri. Oh, you shot at the MTA. Yeah. That's on our bucket list. We want to go to Missouri and shoot at the MTA. Missouri Captain Association Gun Club out of Mayville is the second largest gun club in the world. Wow. The only one bigger is in Sparta, Illinois. We have 60 traps out there, and Sparta has over 100. And it just amazes me. And I can be in Wyoming and then know about the gun club. But when I go to Walmart and I'll say something. What are you doing? Well, mention the gun club. Well, where's that? It just floors me that we have the second largest gun club in the world right here, and people don't know about it. So I took this job, kind of a self-imposed mandate advice. I'm going to reach out locally. I'm going to promote the gun club. Because I want everybody to wear a pack and gun. I don't care if you come out there to use our facility for a meeting, or if you're going to do a fundraiser, or want to learn to shoot, or bring your kids out on the RC cars up and down the sidewalks. I just want people to come. Because that's good for us. It's good for the community. It is an amazing facility. So that's why I'm here. Pretty much talk about what we do out there. Like I said, it is the largest gun club in the nation. We are a 501c3. We are not privately owned. Most gun clubs are privately owned or they're government owned. The facility in Florida is owned by the state of Illinois, which is kind of amazing hypocrisy right there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of friction. The government owns the largest gun club, government of Illinois. So there's a lot of odd things that go on there. It's a great facility. It's amazing. But like I said, we are sitting on the second largest gun club in the world. Supposedly they're building one in Dubai. I don't worry about that. So I'm never going to go shoot in Dubai. They probably have full, faucets in their bathrooms. So I want to tell you about the gun club. Okay, it was built in 1968. I'm a 1964 model, so but I remember going out there when I was too young to shoot. My older brother and my dad shot out there, and I literally grew up. Some of you may remember Burley Wilson. He was the second manager there, and Lionel Brewer was the manager after that. There have been 5 managers since it opened up in '68. I'm the latest version. But so it's incredible. I really encourage everybody to come out there. Really, the chamber came out yesterday and shot some important things, which is terrific. Anytime you want to come out, I'll show you in person. Like I said, in '68, it was created by a man named Phoenix, and Phoenix was a guy who made his fortune in the soda can industry. He invented pop top can, right? And he's a Brazilian, and he got into trap shooting in his 40s, loved it, and decided. And at that time, there was no Missouri Trap Shooting Association called towns. So he bought that out there, and there's 2 farms out there. And I bought 2 farms from Deckers out there, and he put this together. And he was so smart because a lot of gun clubs, right, I run into problems where they originally built a gun club on the outskirts of town, but town withdrew them. So they're having trouble with people mad because there's noise and whatnot, even though they were there first. But Phoenix bought 800 acres. They have 800 acres of gun club property out there. They're on both sides of the road. They're not going to have that issue, which is brilliant. Okay. When he did this, he donated to Missouri Trap Shooting Youth Foundation. We are owned by a youth foundation. So all the money we generate goes back into trap shooting for the kids. For that reason, we have great programs out there. And Brett, test this, we got it off. We have great programs here. The kids can shoot for really nothing. So one of our huge things out there is we promote trap shooting for high school kids and even non-high school kids. In the spring, we had a shootout there called the Paul Larson Invitational. Paul Larson was the youth director for the Game Association. And at that shooting, we had 1,000 high school kids in one day on our grounds. 1,000 kids means about 3,000, 4,000 people. Because your coaches, families, and we host that every spring. We had 1,000 kids in shooting. 2 weeks ago, we had a shootout there, and we had 550 high school students that shot craft, and 100 of them shot sporting. Sporting clays. What's the difference in trap and sporting clays? If you've been by the gun club, has anyone not driven by the gun club on a road? I mean, it's forever. You cannot miss it. And I always get that. I said, I manage a gun club, and it's on our neighborhood affiliate. I guess I know what it is. You know where all the travels with it. Okay, now I know what I'm saying. Because we have a mile and 1/8 of trap line. My wife walks it every day. I drive the golf cart. But she walks, and that's a mile and 1/8. Like I said, which is the second largest trap line. But it's like I said, it's just some of the things we've been going since I started there. Sporting clays was actually there before I got there, but we really pushed it. And sporting clays is like It's like golf and shotgun. We walk through the woods, and we have 12 stations set up. The throw targets set up on the flight axis up front. We have a rabbit that goes on the ground. It's completely different than that. Rabbit's very structured. It's very, it's not, honestly, it's not as much fun. Because we encourage trash talk on the sporting clays range. You can't do that on the track range because everybody's real serious about it. So it's really taken off with the locals. We have so many local people come out and shoot. We have a sporting clays league that runs every week. Sporting clays is an absolute dude. It's very humbling. I get my feelings hurt every single time I go down. But as I tell people in the community, it's absolutely the most fun ever to have this experience. Okay? So it's great. So we have added that. We also added 5 stand, which is basically sporting clays for lazy. Okay, you don't have to walk. We do it all on a trap range. We have targets to fly at you, we have rabbits and stuff, but you do it and on fire.
They're always with a shotgun.
Always with shotgun. We're shotgun only out there. And that's in our trouble. We have a lot of people ask us, you put in a pistol range and a rifle and all that. Because for insurance purposes, we have it. The insurance is different. We have it checked on the school. And we're pretty safe out there. But we're all for shotgun on. But you can bring your own guns. We have guns that belong you. We have a safe full of guns that we don't have to people. And we have professional shooters and huge shooters all over the world. But the most fun I have is when people come out there who've never shot before. And we'll go out with them, we'll show you how to do it, go through a little bit of safety. And I said, last year I bought 3 little bitty guns for kids, about this long. And just for smaller stature people. And like I said, we're known all over the world, so we don't have to worry about Montana. They know about us. But I really want us to go home here tonight. And I was trying to, I waited too long. I thought about trying to retreat out. But great, you have on the lights, the bathrooms, it's an absolutely terrific place to go. But I don't want to step on it. That we have a great place for a car show. Now, parking like you can't believe. And these are all things that we're not doing in addition to shoot. One thing I want to talk about here with you guys, I mean, you work with a lot of things that generate a lot. So what we have done, I'm just putting this together right now, is we're coming up with a way to host a benefit shoot, which we do a lot of this now. We have high brothers, people out there, secret shooters, their suppliers and their employees and vendors and people that buy them. This week we have Meeks on Friday. They're going to bring 60 plus Meeks, and so corporate groups are great. We love corporate groups. They're terrific, and we pretty much take care of it. But I want to do it for benefits, so that if you have a project, an organization that you're promoting, and you want to do that a benefit, we will take care of it. We'll get it all set up. Well, we ask that you have volunteers to score, but we'll take care of the score sheets, we'll take care of all that. Everything's set up. All you have to walk in with your people, and you can do as much as you want or as little as you want. We'll put you in touch with caterers. A lot of the people out there use butcher shop in town, or they use Clara or ID. The 3 brothers, we'll put you in touch with the catering. You can work that out yourself, but we'll provide the facility. And all you have to do is just tell us what you want to do. At what level you want to do it. If you want to provide shells, we can do that. If you want to provide golf carts, we can do that. That's a whole package. That's fine. A small portion of it. Or if you want to do whatever, how many targets you want to throw in a day. You're going to give your attendees 100 targets or 50 targets. We'll have it all set up. And all of us will charge you per head. So that way, you can't lose. We'll charge you for the 20 people show up or for the 100 people show up. And we're going to make it as simple as we can. so that we get more and more people in depth of fundraisers. And
How many fundraisers have you been doing? You very many now?
Yeah, often, we did Ducks Unlimited, we did Kiwanis, the shootout is a big one there in the spring. The shootout is a big shoot out there. We did the crossover ministries, they had a pretty good size shootout there. In addition to all the corporate groups that come. So, yeah, we've done several.
I know there was a lot of clubs in Kansas that got associated with Rotary. That used to do that every year. They did some sort of shoot, it was like a sporting.
Sporting Place, yeah.
But,
Sporting Place is where we do most of these because they're very social. And they're just a lot of fun. Like I said, Trap's a little more structured, but I honestly, we're doing this more for Sporting Place. Just because it is just absolutely to go down. And everybody has a great time. I'm not going to do a shot Sporting Place at the, but it is really, they have a beautiful course. I've shot Sporting Place all over. And ours is just beautiful. We spend a lot of time, it's all mowed here. We try to hide our traps if we can. They have great park towns. It's absolutely, and I of course I'm biased, but of all the Sporting Place courses I've known, ours is by far the prettiest. And it's it's like a golf course. It's wonderful. I shot at Ozark Shooters last week. So they have a great course, but it's really, I mean, Peggy just pointed it out. But ours is so much bigger, and it's just awesome. If you like to play golf, you think you might like to shoot stuff, we got it. Okay.
So conceptually, like, so they're in different areas, I mean,
There's a cart path, you drive down and walk down. Our course is actually made where you can walk it. Most of our league shooters don't like it. Yeah, just walk through it. You have your stations, station 1. 5 roads here, which will placard that tells you how to shoot it. Shoot it, you go to the next one. These on the station, they fly right at you. Next one, they fly away from you, or one goes this way, one goes that way. And every station is different.
how many stations are
We
there?
have 12. Well, we have 12 stations.
What activates?
We have a card system where we load targets onto the card, drop it in, and mode. Then you put yourself. There's also a delay. You can shoot it by yourself. You can come out and shoot it alone if you want.
So you control what?
You control it, yeah. But like somebody tell you, there's two traps on every station. And what? And I'm going out there to reset all of the traps because.
So you can change it. You can change the systems.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all solar powered. So I hook them on behind the data, I can take the other side and throw it the other way. Yeah, it's like changing the holes on the green.
Yeah.
Except it's so.
How long,
Yeah.
change the dog legs.
Yeah,
Yeah. How long does it typically take them to go to the course?
to shoot 50 targets on each. If you shoot 50 targets, so it takes time. To shoot, 100 targets, it takes about 3 hours. And not like on our weekly league, we have a league that they shoot 50 targets a week. And I've already got the score sheets printed. It's different. There's presentations, and they can then pick up the score sheet. They have all week to shoot it training by Sunday. So that way people can come out, they get the groups to come out, and everybody's not shooting because the score sheets can pick up all the scores.
What does that cost to? Course.
We get 45 cents a target. So 50 targets range $25. 100 targets range $45. And then shells. We sell shells for $11 a box. But you can bring your own shells. We don't care. And you don't have to have expensive shells. Buy the cheapest that they got at Walmart. It's great. Yeah. And then again, if you have a shotgun, great. Bring it. If you don't, I got something on. We don't charge for gun at all.
Well, so what do you charge for charity?
Well, it depends. We have different levels.
They do the 50 targets.
If you do 50 targets, we're pretty that's $29. And we're working this out right now. But if you work, and I actually have some links from the truck. If you do 50 targets, that's gonna cost you $45. If you wanna do a cart, we have 2-seater and 4-seater carts, we figure that's $10 a seat. You know, if you have 2-seater or 4-seater, every shooter will charge you $10 per seat. For those $55. And then if you get shells from us for 50, that's 2 boxes of shells, so we're about $75. So if you're gonna do 50 targets, your cost to your attendees would be $75. So if you charge $150, you make $75. Okay. And we'll have all this out. We're actually in the process right now building this. I'll have it before one.
And how many people could be on that sporting play course at the time?
Ideally, since we have 12 stations, we could shotgun stick. Shotgun start another one, you know. Yeah. You know, but 60 works perfect. But we have had up to 100 people there at one time. We just run 2 flights. You know, because there's room for everybody down there, but you get backed up waiting to shoot. So if we get much over 60 to 70, we try to run them on 2 flights.
So all 12 stations be operating at the time.
Yeah, it's
Not
completely safe.
hitting anyone.
No,
Just
no, and when we do that, when we have large events, we start that about the same time. So that you end up shooting all the stations. And it works really well. You start covering it all the way back to one and go.
How long has that concept been around?
Sport plays?
Yeah.
Sport plays been around a long time. We've had it here, the manager before me, they've had that out here for 40 years. I've been there for 2 years. So the sporting place was in place when I got there. But I think. And if you want to, one thing too that I really pushed hard is we have a very strong social media presence now. I work Facebook like a job, but it is my job. And so if you ever want to know what's going on, go to our Facebook page. And I put our calendars on there, any events coming up. I haven't, like Friday, we're going to be closed, the course will be closed to the public because we have 60 big shooters down there. And that pretty much takes care of the whole course. So I'll have blackout days on there. We have our league on Thursday night, our crowd play. One of my favorite things in the world is to give kids catches for breaking through the 25 shade. Every time I give a kid a catch, I show you the picture on it. So it's really.
I go by once.
There you go. And that's just amazing. Of course, like I said, I'm kind of biased because I've always been out there. But nobody knew that it was that big.
Conservation. No, on the
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
back years ago, grow sunflowers.
Yeah. And we have a lot of conservation events out there. We have Boy Scout events out there. And like I said, we're really fortunate to have some chambers.
They're still doing boxes of shells free for the
We do four for $20. It's not bad. So our youth program is great. A box of shells and a round of caps, $20. If you have a kid, a Missouri investment, it's under 18, you can pay $20 to shoot 5 boxes of shells and 5 of them. Put together in $100. So anyway, I invite anybody to come out. If you guys want to come out as a group, I'll take you down to Sporting Place and shoot.
So if you were gonna tell people to have a fundraiser, what time of year would be the best time? to Have one?
Well, we're open year round.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, would a fundraiser be good in the summer? Would it be better in the spring or fall, or I mean?
Most of ours run, spring through summer. Like I said, right now it's a great time, except sometimes you have weather issues. Summer's better because of that. But like I said, we're open here. We don't close. Well, we close on this. Open on Sunday. On this and Tuesday. But yeah, I would love to have that place. I bet have fundraisers for sure. We'd have snowball shoots out there.
You talk about how you reclaim your lead.
Lead reclamation is kind of a new thing for us. Every 5 to 7 years, they come in. We figured out the fall handicap, we shot 1,200,000 shells in 1 week. And I haven't done the math, but we figure average track loads an ounce a day, that's a lot of shot. And what we do every few years, 5 to 7 years, is they bring in big scrapers, and they take the top of this soil off it, and they clean it. And it creates tons of lead. Last time I sold it, it actually affected the lead market by 3 cents.
Also, some people know they have partnered with LAI. And LAI is coming out there with the system. And absolute blessing for the folks. They just absolutely adore.
And they do a terrific job. Our concessions are run by LAI. And if you don't know that, you get to her. She is absolutely amazing. And they also do our custodial forecast. We pay them for that, and we give them we don't charge them anything. That's all there. And they do an amazing job on it. They've done such a great job. So it's been great for us because the shooters get good food at a reasonable price. Make it fun. But yeah, LAI take it very much. Yeah, they're great folks. Say Matt, she wears me out as well. I think I'll run over. I have some of my truck. I'll bring them. I do have those.